Hello and welcome to this e-learning video. In this video, I'll give you a brief overview of what the new import rules introduced on the 1st of January 2022 mean for your business. My name is Malcolm Gresty. I'm Director of Trade and Investment Services with Innovas, the UK-based consultancy company. I refer to a number of websites in this video, and there are links to them in the summary below. Once you click through, you'll find a range of helpful resources. In this video, we'll cover customs declaration rules, pre-notifying import rules, rules of origin, and where to find further resources. New rules for importing goods from the EU to Great Britain are now in effect. You need to follow these rules to avoid delays in the importing process and having to pay additional charges. You can access the latest guidance for importing from the EU to the UK on the government's website .gov.uk. In this video, I'll provide an overview of what the new rules involve. Under the new rules introduced, you must meet full customs requirements. There are three key additions to the import rules. Customs declarations rules. So when importing from the EU to Great Britain, you must complete customs declarations at the time you, your courier or freight forwarder bring the goods into the country. Before the rules changed, you could delay making these declarations. You cannot do that anymore. Pre-notification import rules. There are now new requirements for importing goods subject to sanitary and phytosanitary controls to Great Britain from the EU. Goods such as meat and plants, for example. If you are a business that imports these goods from the EU, you must pre-notify on the relevant IT system. The act of pre-notifying involves giving notice to the competent authority, often the Animal and Plant Health Agency, the APHA, that your goods will be coming into Great Britain. It is worth noting that the rule changes for customs declarations and pre-notifying imports do not yet apply for goods moving from the island of Ireland to Great Britain. If in doubt, contact the Trader Support Service for the latest guidance and support. Rules of origin. Finally, if you sell your goods to the EU or buy goods from the EU and bring them into the UK, you now need to be able to prove that the goods meet the rules of origin in order to benefit from a reduced rate of customs duty, preferential tariffs. By origin, we mean where the goods or materials, parts or ingredients used to make them have been produced or manufactured. To benefit from the preferential rates, you must have proof that the goods you import into the UK from the EU originate there, and that the goods you export to the EU originate in the UK. Now let's look at the additions to the import rules in a little bit more detail. A customs declaration is a legal document that provides details of goods that are being imported or exported. Under the new customs rules, you now need to lodge a declaration with HMRC whenever you're importing goods from the EU to Great Britain or exporting goods from Great Britain to the EU. Before you can start submitting customs declarations, your business must set up a few things first. For example, you'll need what's called an Economic Operators Registration and Identification Number, or EORI number. You'll also need to classify your goods so you pay the right customs duty and import VAT. We have another e-learning video in this series that explains what documents you need to apply for an EORI number and where you can find the trade tariff tool to help classify your goods. The new rules don't currently apply to goods moving from the island of Ireland to Great Britain. If you're importing products of animal origin, animal byproducts, high-risk food and feed not of animal origin, or regulated plants and plant products to Great Britain from the EU, you must be prepared to submit pre-notifications via the relevant IT system. this is a legal requirement. For products of animal origin, animal byproducts, and high-risk food and feed not of animal origin, you should register for and use IPAFFS on the .gov.uk website. If you are new to the process of pre-notifying plants and plant products, you should register for and use IPAFFS. Importers who are currently using the Peach IT system for pre-notifications should continue to do so until directed to move to IPAFFS during the course of 2022. Additional import requirements will be introduced from the 1st of July 2022. Visit the .gov.uk website to find out more about it. You'll also have to assign your goods with a country of origin. This is the country in which your goods were produced or manufactured. Before you can apply any rules specifically for imports and exports, you need to check if your products are made using materials originating in one country or different countries. Rules of origin in the UK-EU Trade and Cooperation Agreement mean that only qualifying goods produced in the EU or the UK benefit from the zero tariff agreement. If you can't prove where your goods or materials, parts or ingredients used to make them originated, you or your EU customer will have to pay the full rate of customs duty. Rules of origin work differently for Northern Ireland. Contact the Trader Support Service for up-to-date guidance and support. So you need to classify your goods. You'll also need to show that your goods meet the rules of origin. If you're exporting from the EU to the UK and you want to benefit from the preferential tariffs in place, you'll need a statement on origin. This is your proof that the goods meet the rules of origin. You should provide the statement on an invoice or a similar document. Make sure the statement describes the goods in enough detail to allow the necessary people to identify them. If you're importing from the EU, from the UK, the importer's knowledge allows the importer to claim preferential tariff treatment based on evidence they've obtained about where the imported products originate from. As it is the importer who is making this claim, the exporter or producer of the goods doesn't need to provide a statement on origin. Mike Wilson, CEO of Go Exporting and Enterprise Nation Advisor, hosted a webinar on rules of origin that goes into more detail about the rules that a product may need to meet. You can watch the video via the link below. You can also watch our e-learning video on rules of origin. Let's recap what we've covered in this video. Customs declaration rules, pre-notifying import rules, rules of origin, and where to find further resources.